A good night for us because I think we learned a lot from the night. We had some adversity early where I thought Bryant came out and did a great job pushing the pace and made some shots early, and we got behind. And I've been telling these guys all along that, obviously in order to be a great pressing team, you got to have some come from behind victories. Obviously, we did a great job at the end of the half, closing the half, and I thought our press was really good. We forced those guys, which were really 4 guards, into 27 turnovers. We had 14 steals ourselves. We played very unselfish basketball when you look at it. 15 assists on 36 made field goals. The way we play for our guys just to have 7 turnovers, I thought was really good for our program, and we're moving in the right direction. So very positive game for us. We could take a lot from it. I'm excited about this team. I felt like we took a big step forward, especially on the defensive end. When you look at it, I told the guys in the locker room, they took 52 shots, and we were able to get 79 shots up because of our press and the way with our deflections and the steals that we had.
Kevin, when Bryant got off that hot start, you called a quick timeout. What was the main message you wanted to get across there? Just
stick together. This is it's funny in basketball. For whatever reason, you're never going to lead the games from beginning to end. And what I told those guys, stick together. They made a run. Certainly we'll have our run. I thought Bryant came out with a lot of energy. They played well. They made shots early. And I just told our guys, just stay the course. A lot of times when someone gets a lead on you, you can take bad shots and the lead will increase. But I thought our guys stayed focused. And obviously once we started playing, we were able to get into our presses, and I think our press was the difference.
Leonard, during his first 3 seasons playing, is more of a rebounding defense kind of guy. He's had 17 against VMI. I think he had 20 tonight. Did you see that coming from him? I mean, is that a surprise that he's able to score like that?
Well, he's big and strong and physical around the basket, and we have, from the time that I've taken the job, I've really concentrated on him scoring with his back to the basket. There are not a lot of guys that has the size that he has, and he's becoming a really good post player for us. He'll have an important role for us. I'm happy for him. I think he had a career night, obviously with 20 points, but he's a guy that we feel comfortable throwing the ball inside to.
And for Torin, obviously we've seen him kind of take on a pretty big role in this offense as well. Is he kind of the prototypical player of what you want for your system to really be that inside-out kind of guy, and what he's been able to bring to the system so far?
Yeah, I felt like when and I think TD said this also when I first took the job, he was a guy that could be really special in the system because he's got the ability to score inside and out. I thought he did a really good job of kind of mixing his game up. He was very aggressive getting to the paint, finished around the rim, and I thought he had a really good game. I thought he did. He was effective in every way. Got some deflection, did a great job on the defensive end.
Now that Braxton is eligible and playing, how do you see him fitting into the backcourt rotation? What can he help you with?
Well, I got 2 young guys that I think are going to be really good basketball players in the NC State uniform. We talk about LeVar, you talk about Braxton, and I'm able to now not have to play, Al and Sam and Markel so many minutes, where I can bring those guys along slowly. They give us depth, and Braxton will be fine. You'll see a different Braxton Beverly as he gets a couple games under his belt where he can make shots and run the team also.
Anything else for Coach?
Question. How do the players enjoy playing it every other day?
I don't know. You had to ask them that.
How does the coach enjoy playing every other day?
I kind of like it. It's weird because, when I walked into the arena today, I was like, man, I was just here yesterday. It seems that way. I like it. I think it's this playing every other day will help us in the future when it comes to some type of tournaments and, down the road and everything else, because we'll be battle tested because we've been able to play every other day, I think.
How is Malik progressing?
Malik's coming along. We're still running. We're taking shots with him now. He's starting to move a little bit effective. I don't have a time frame for when he's going to play, but he is getting better.